Little Red Riding Hood. Once upon a time, there was a sweet and kind little girl who was loved by everyone around her, especially her grandmother, who adored her the most. On her birthday, her grandmother knitted her a beautiful red hooded cloak. The girl wore it so often that everyone started calling her Little Red Riding Hood. One day, her grandmother fell ill. Her mother packed a basket of cakes and told her to bring them to Grandma. Before she left, her mother gave her a serious warning. "Sweetheart, go straight to Grandma's house and don't linger along the way. Don't take the forest path. There are lots of wolves there." The obedient little girl listened carefully and set off toward her grandmother's house, carrying the basket. But being playful by nature, she was soon distracted. On the forest path, she saw blooming flowers and colorful butterflies fluttering around. Captivated by the beauty, she forgot her mother's words and wandered deeper into the forest. After a while, she met her friend Squirrel. The squirrel warned her, "Little Red Riding Hood, have you forgotten your mother's warning? Go back to the straight path. If you take the forest path, you might be eaten by a wolf." But ignoring the warning, Little Red Riding Hood kept following the butterflies, picking flowers along the way. As she wandered deeper into the forest, she suddenly encountered a wolf. Seeing the girl, the wolf was delighted. What a perfect meal! It immediately leapt out of the bushes and blocked her path, speaking in a deep, growling voice. "Hey there, little girl, where are you off to?" Startled and frightened, Little Red Riding Hood stammered, "My grandmother is sick and my mother sent me to bring her some cake." The wolf, hearing this, thought to itself, "So, this girl also has a grandmother. I'll eat both of them." Then it asked, "And where does your grandmother live?" The girl replied, "She lives on the other side of this forest in a wooden house with a tall chimney. You can go right in. The door's always unlocked." Knowing the girl was easily distracted, the wolf cunningly said, "Your grandmother is sick. Why don't you pick some flowers for her on the way?" So Little Red Riding Hood skipped off to pick flowers. Meanwhile, the wolf ran straight to Grandma's house. It quietly pushed the door open, pounced on the poor old woman, and swallowed her whole. Then it put on her nightcap, got into bed, and covered itself with the blanket, pretending to be Grandma. After picking flowers, Little Red Riding Hood suddenly remembered her grandmother was waiting. She hurried to the house. To her surprise, the door was already open. She called out, but got no reply. Worried, she walked over to the bed and said, "Grandma, have you been sick for long?" The wolf, imitating a groan, replied, Mom told me to bring you some cake," she said, approaching the bed. But then she stepped back in confusion. "Grandma, why are your ears so big?" "So I can hear you better," the wolf replied. "And your eyes, why are they so big?" "So I can see you more clearly." Still unsure, the girl asked again, "Then why is your mouth so big?" "So I can eat you more easily." Terrified, Little Red Riding Hood let out a scream, but it was too late. The wolf leapt up and swallowed her whole. Full and satisfied, the wolf lay back in bed and snored loudly. Zzz, zzz, zzz. At that very moment, a hunter happened to pass by. Hearing the scream earlier, he knew something was wrong. He pushed the door open and found the wolf fast asleep. Suspecting the worst, the hunter took out his knife and cut open the wolf's belly, just in time to save both Grandma and Little Red Riding Hood. From that day on, Little Red Riding Hood never forgot her mother's advice again.